All right, looking at your warm-up here, and you're going to be taking the quiz on this in just a second. So this warm-up is to help you get ready for that. Okay, number one says find the measurement of arc EA. So EA is this arc from here to here. So to know how many degrees this arc is, I need to know how big this angle is. Well, there's a pretty easy way to find this angle. How big is this angle? 50. How do I know this one's 50? Good, because it's vertical to this one. Since these are vertical angles, that's got to be 50 right there. So since this angle is 50, then my arc EA right here is 50 degrees. So how big on number 2 is arc CB? Yeah, it's 50. Okay, what's the measurement of arc DC? Yep, it's just 100 because DC is right here. You can see 100 degrees. And then DEB. Okay, so DEB, all right, on this one, DEB. So it starts at D, goes to E, and then all the way around to B. So if you think about it, from here, from B around to E, how many degrees is that? 180, because that's half of a circle. So we have the 180 plus an extra 30. So there's 180 plus 30. What does that give you total? Gives you 210. Okay. Now remember, these angles right here are what we call central angles. We talked about this yesterday. But these are what's called central angles. You can see how there's angles that are right in the center of the circle. That's the way the math works for central angles. Now yesterday, this is what we talked about is on these, okay? These are what we call inscribed angles on 1 and 2 here. And you can see how it's an inscribed angle. You can see how it's not in the center of the circle, but it's on the edge of the circle. The math works different on these. Up here, these were in the center, so the arc and the angle were just the same measurements. Here, when they're inscribed, there's something else going on. So on number 1, it's looking for the measurement of arc AB. So do you remember what the rule is, or what we saw yesterday when we did that measuring? It's times what? 2. Yeah, times 2. The angle is half of this arc. So this number is half of whatever this number is. So 44 is half of what? 88. So AB equals 88 degrees. So remember, going from the angle to the arc, we multiply by 2. And then on the second one, we're going the opposite direction. This time we're going from the arc. I know that's 90, and I'm going back to the angle. So what am I going to do when I go this direction?
Divide by 2.
Divide by 2, and so what's that going to give me?
45.
So it's going to give me 45. Okay? Then on this last one, I want to find, I need to know the value of x, okay? Now, I know how big angle A is. Well, it's 3x plus 6. And I know angle C is x, but I don't know how big angle B is at this point. But, again, we talked about this a lot yesterday. How many degrees is this arc from here to here? That's 180, which means that this angle B is half of that, it's 90. So now if you think about it, okay, I've got this triangle here. Okay. And remember, the 3 angles of a triangle always add up to what? So 180. So on this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 3x plus 6, that's angle A, plus angle B, which we just found out is 90, plus angle C, which is X, and then together all three of those angles, since it's in a triangle, add up to 180. So let's solve for x now. So 3x and 1x, just combining like terms. So how many x's is that? 4x. And then there's a 6 and a 90. So 6 plus 90 is what? 96 equals 180. Now what do I need to do from here?
Subtract 96.
Okay, good. Subtract 96. So 4x is left on this side, and 180 minus 96, 84. Then I'm going to divide both sides by 4. That way these 4's cancel to 1. And x equals 21. Now I need x, okay, to finish this up real quick. Because up here it says, find the measurement of angle A. Well, angle A is 3x plus 26. Now I know what x is. I know x is 21. So I'm going to take that 21, I'm going to plug it in right there. So what is 3 times 21?
63.
And then 63 plus 6. Okay, 69 degrees. And then if I take 21 for angle C and I plug it in right there, well, I mean, that's just x. So how big is angle C? It's 21. All right, so you can take your quiz on this, and there is a front and back to this quiz, so make sure you do both sides.